Hello people of YouTube, I'm John and welcome to another product spotlight. Today we have a model from Atlas that we're going to take a look at, so let's go over to the workbench and take a look. Alright, here's what we're looking at today, and you're in for a treat with this one. This is an HO scale 64-foot Trinity Reefer from Atlas. This happens to be from Atlas's master line, and as such it has some detail that you might not expect. I should mention that I looked on Atlas's website and saw several different paint schemes and a bunch of different road numbers in each one, including an undecorated model. All of these are listed on the website for $52.95. I think your best bet would be to go to the website and find out if they have the one you're looking for. I can't get over how good the paint looks. And this seems to be a very common thing. You know, actually, it may not even be worth mentioning anything about paint jobs anymore, because all the paint jobs on models that I've seen these days, any modern models, the paint is just impeccable. And this is really no exception. The lettering in the Tropicana logo, the shading on the orange, and just this whole logo, all of this is just outstanding. And the smallest writing is even legible with magnification. The detail around the door, I think, is especially worthy of note, just because it looks like a separately applied door. And again, I've talked about this kind of thing before, where in the manufacturing process, it is a separate piece that gets installed from the inside of the car and then pushed up against the basically the inside wall. And that's how you get these little, it looks like a little gap around the door. And that adds to the realism a lot on models like this. Something else I'll point out, since we're looking at it anyway, is the fact that these are actually little separately applied grabs on the end here. This is a really nice looking model. I mean, just pulling it out of the box, it was one of those sort of oh wow moments. The brake end on this model features all kinds of separately applied detail, and it's super detailed. This is all the stuff that a modeler would want to add if it hadn't come out of the box like this. And what I'm talking about is things like the uncoupling lever, a separately applied brake wheel with detail under it. This is a separately applied wire grab that goes all the way across, as well as wire grabs on the end. It may be hard to see from this angle, so I'll turn the car. There's also a brake line here. And while we're looking near the coupler, I'm going to mention this is, in fact, a Katy coupler. This is a Katy 156. So everything that you would want to do to this car is already there, straight out of the box. Outstanding. And we'll take a quick look at the other side. You can see the detail on the door and all the printing and the paint and just everything is just really excellent on this model. Even this little logo down here looks awesome. Now, usually when we look at the A end of a model, I'll say something like, oh, you know, here's the A end. And I don't say it, but I do think it, that the A end is usually kind of boring because it doesn't even have a brake wheel. Well, you can't say that with this model because the A end is where the air conditioning unit is. This is a carrier air conditioner. And I don't know, I mean, looking at it, there's all kinds of little detail from, I guess, like a corrugation here. And something else I want to mention is this is a photo etched platform back here. And then looking at it down here, you can see that there's a whole tank down here as well under the platform. And then, you know, of course, I guess I should mention it, that the cut lever and air hose also are present on this end. This looks really cool. Let's take a little bit closer look at the AC unit. So here's the AC unit sort of close up, and you can see how this sort of, it's not corrugated, but it's like a grill, right? That looks really good on the model. And all the writing on the side over here might be a little out of focus because I'm focused on this part of the grill, but all that writing over there is legible as well. This is just a really cool model to look at, and it doesn't matter which end you're looking at. There really isn't a whole lot to look at on the roof, but that's the way these cars are. They're kind of boring on top. So all the boredom you missed out on when we looked at the A end, you can just transfer to the top here. There's not much to look at. But looking at the bottom, now you can see that there is a lot of really fine brake detail down in here. Separately applied stuff. That looks excellent. These are actually 100-ton trucks. I'll show you those in just a second. And then from down here you can see these are body-mounted KD158s. This is a really nicely detailed model, pretty much on all sides. So as you can see, these are the 100-ton trucks, and these are fine-scale 36-inch metal wheels. So you get a little double bonus there. Looks great. This is a really solid release from Atlas, and I think a lot of modern era modelers are going to be really excited to get their hands on some of these. You can see these kind of reefers all over the rails these days, and you know who really likes it are the graffiti artists. So this is an excellent model. I'm really excited about it. Good job, Atlas. I will see you next time.